All right, Shalom. Start off first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the house of David, the elect, those that believe and will be chosen for salvation. All right, this is the brother Shaquat from CameraFi, Las Vegas, the Las Vegas GMS camp, and I had a quick lesson. Well, it may not end up being quick, but it's I think it is time. I've been kind of sitting on it, but it's time that it comes out again. You know, as they always do. And basically, Esau keeps trying to come up to the camps and try to find a way to weasel himself into salvation, into the house of Israel, you know, but in this day and age, the men of the Lord have been putting out there that that's not the truth. You know, they've been spewing, these Edomites have been spewing that they were the children of Israel. Now that they can't refute that any longer, they're trying to find a way to fit themselves into these prophecies of salvation, where it's none of that. They can't. Salvation is not for them. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start with the Compact Bible Dictionary. Yeah, under Edom. There we got it right here. This is Edom in the Compact Bible Dictionary. It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. Right? It says, see notably Isaiah 34 and 5 and 6, 63 and 1. It says, she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High God. You know, and if you look at how these Edomites have been through their course of history, they don't deserve any mercy. They have raped, robbed, and murdered. They've been the devil. They've been the adversary. They've been the deceiver. They've been all these things to righteousness, not even just to the people upon the earth, but in they've been those things, an adversary to righteousness. They've been deceivers of righteousness. They've deceived the righteous, you know. They've lied about everything. They've destroyed everything. They mad because their blessing was taken, because Jacob supplanted them for their blessing, and now they want their turn back. You know, well, this was your turn. Hey, your turn's over. It wasn't meant for you to have it forever. It was meant for Jacob to have it forever. You know, and the sons of Jacob, all the way down to the children of Israel. So from there, and so basically this is just it's about that cup of slavery, man. That cup of being on the bottom. It's gonna go from you being on top and in your kingdom to you being on the very bottom and being in captivity under the Israelites, as says in the prophetic scriptures. Now I'm gonna go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 6. And I don't know if anybody's even watching this. It doesn't really matter. It's just a good way to put this out there. I know Apostle Gabar is on right now, but I gotta get this up right quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 6. I'm gonna start verse 7. It says, "Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?" This is Prophet Ezra asking the angel. It said, "What shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall the end of the first? When shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?" And he said unto me, "From Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau." And that was symbolic, right? It says, for Esau, and this is the breaking down the symbolism in that. When you go back into the Genesis, the 25th chapter, and read about the story, it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." Yeah, because normally, in Israelite tradition, the elder brother, the firstborn son is the one that gets the inheritance from the father. But this, according to prophecy, wasn't set up that way. It was set up for the younger son Jacob, who would be stronger to get the blessing, right? And so he had to supplant Isaac, his father, because Isaac thought of it the old ancient way, and not the way that the angel had prophesied unto Rebekah that it would be. All right, from there I want to go to the book of Daniel, because this devil's not gonna just hand over this kingdom. We gotta actually take it. We actually gotta take it from him, because he doesn't want to give it up. But that was part of that sign of Jacob grabbing Esau's heel. When he held hold of Esau's heel coming out the womb, that was us taking the kingdom from him. That was us grabbing him. That was all symbolism in that his rulership should pass on to us, and that we should possess forever. But it'll say that. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. It says, "But the saints of the Most High," who are the saints of the Most High? The saints of the Most High are the Israelites, starting with the elect, 144,000 and 1/3, and then on to the 2/3 of the kingdom of Israel. It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom from who's already possessing it." They're not just going to hand it over. They're not going to translate the power. We got to take it from them. And this is what we're doing by prophesying boldly in the face of this man, by putting these videos up and flooding the internet with it, by telling him about his showing his sins unto him and all his accounts of all the wrongdoing he's done, so on and so forth. And it says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." Yeah, so we're not going to give it up. Once we got it, we're not going to give this up. We're going to take it and keep it forever and ever. And just so you know who the children of Israel are, if this happens to be your first video you've ever watched about the Hebrew Israelites, not the black Hebrew Israelites, but the Israelites, and this is a great millstone video, we are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans according to the spirit of your father line. That's just what the people are called today, generally, but our people are scattered throughout all the four corners of the earth, looking like every nation. But that spirit still goes back to those original people who are the children of Israel. And the biblical Edomites are who you would call today the so-called white man, so-called. Because it doesn't matter what he looks like either. It doesn't matter what any man looks like. It's about the spirit that goes back to them. So if you have a heathen spirit, then you're not an Israelite. If you have the spirit of an Asian or an East Indian or Arab or African or whatever, you're not an Israelite. But in particularly these Caucasians that came out of the Caucasus Mountains, the so-called people that call themselves Jews today, those Khazars, all of those people, those are the tribes of Edom. And this is particularly about you, because everybody's worried about what's going to happen to Edom, but this is the judgment of Edom. We're going to take the kingdom from you, and we're going to possess the kingdom of the world forever and ever in righteousness under Yahweh, who is the Heavenly Father's name, while Yahweh Shai on down, which is the son, who you inwardly call Jesus Christ, his son. And we're going to possess it forever and ever in righteousness. And you will serve your slavery 1,000 years, and then you will be eradicated off the planet with all that wickedness. From there, I want to go to the book. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Matter of fact, no, let's go to the book of Isaiah. Yes, that's even better. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, 14th chapter. Yeah. Isaiah 14, I'm going to start up at 21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children." And we have to prepare slaughter, because when we take this, there's going to be a slaughter. When Yahweh Shai comes back in his chariots, which are his vehicles, which Edom calls them the UFOs. When he brings them, when he comes back in those, he's gonna take it from you, and there's gonna be a great slaughter. And then the missiles are gonna hit, and he's gonna save the elect of Israel, and the people in America and in certain parts of the world will be destroyed and be slaughtered. The rest of you will go into chains, but in particularly that slaughter is for your children, man, because of what you've done. Your forefathers have done unto you, but through the process of reincarnation, it's back to you. So you're gonna get that judgment for what you've done. You know, but it said prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Yeah, for what your fathers left, the tab your fathers left for you. You know, they left you a heavy tab, a heavy burden to have to pay. And now, in this time, you grew up with love everybody, but guess what? When they were on the scene setting this thing up, they were on that we're the righteous, we're in authority. We gonna kill, rape, rob, and murder everybody else and pillage until we are completely in power. And since they came into power, back with the Greeks, up into the ancient Roman Empire, all the way up into the Renaissance and Rebirth, they've been doing that all the way into today. They've been doing that. They're still killing Jakes with shootings by their army, which is the police departments. You know, they're still bombing other countries with their armies, which is the U.S. military. They have not stopped that. That's why World War III is on the brink, and that's why the end of your kingdom will be within an hour. You know, 30 minutes it'll take off, and within an hour, your kingdom will be from glorious, from the Garden of Eden, into complete destruction. Pursuing the Joel, I believe, the 2nd chapter. Anyway, it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Yeah, that all your habitation in your kingdom will be destroyed. That you won't be able to possess any cities. Because matter of fact, where is that at? Let me go to that right quick. I believe that's in Jeremiah. I have it written down, but the order you write an order down to bring this lesson out in, and the Spirit takes over, man. It's just, you know, yeah. Let me see if that's the one I want. No, it's probably in Obadiah. That's what I had. It's Obadiah, because I had the book of Obadiah next anyway. So maybe I did have it in order. So, Salaki, bear with me one moment. All right, the book of Obadiah, and we're gonna start up. Yeah, we're gonna start up at verse 8. Yeah, Obadiah 1 and 8. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? Yeah, because right now they're the illuminated ones. Right now they have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but they use it and they have it according to the left-hand side. But now there's a transfer of power that's happening. The children of Israel, beginning with the elect, are waking up to who they are, and that we're getting back this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding out of this word. You know, which is what made us better and more special than all the other nations upon the earth. Now that we're getting this back, we're rising back into power. You know, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, he's beginning to deal with his chosen people again. But the 2/3 of you, just to put this out there, you guys still have to know it after death by pain. So we're going to go to, keep reading. It says, verse 9, it says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. That you'll be cut off by slaughter. It said, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their forefathers. Right? Continuing on, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Yeah, man, all the way back to Genesis, in the 27th chapter, he said, because we supplanted him for the blessing, back when he gave it up for the morsel of meat. And then when we supplanted Isaac and got the blessing, and he got a little measly blessing after that, he's still upset about it. And he still wants to slay us. And he's been trying to figure out the best way to exterminate us since that time. You know, and it still hasn't stopped. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Yeah, after that period of 1,000 years, Esau will be cut off, and all his children, all the people that descend from him, will be cut off. I'm gonna jump over to Let me see. Yeah. Verse 15, it says, "For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen." And Esau is one of the heathen. Everybody outside of the nation of Israel are heathens. It says, "As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." Yeah, because you was trying to exterminate us, now you're going to be exterminated. You know? It says, "As for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall not be as though they had not been." Yeah, that they were never in rulership, you know. Because every nation has had a chance of rulership over the nation of Israel, and that's why when Esau got it, it's the end of this thing, man. You know, that's the final straw, so to speak. The final time that we'll be in slavery. You know, after Esau is slavery, because we will take the next. We will have the next kingdom, and we'll possess it forever and ever. The only kingdom to be completely established in 100% righteousness, under the power of Yahweh, all the way on down to the children of Israel, even to the point where the heathen slaves will be in order and be happy about it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold that and I'm gonna jump to this right quick in Ezekiel. Then I'll come back to it. Ezekiel chapter 35. Ezekiel 35, stay uploading. That's what's up. Ezekiel 35:5, it says, "Because thou hast," this is why Edom is going to be judged. And this is that cup, like when it said in verse 15, it says, "As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy own reward shall return upon thine own head." This is Ezekiel 35:5. It says, "Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end." Yeah, when our punishment was over, you continued to destroy us, man. After we came out of the chains of slavery, you're supposed to let us go and tell us, "Yeah, you're the children of Israel going back into your land." But instead, what did you do? You put yourself up in that land. You called yourself the children of Israel, and you continued to try to kill us just to try to get that birthright back. But guess what, man? You can't get that birthright back. It was a prophecy from the Most High that we were supposed to have it, and that we would have it and possess it forever. So after we go through this captivity and this punishment from the Most High God, then we'll be back on top in the kingdom. Verse 6, it says, "Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men." That's slaughter, right? It says, "In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return," like it said in the book of Obadiah, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh." That's right. Yeah. Verse 10, it says, "Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and I will possess it, whereas the Lord Yahweh was there." Yeah, I'm going to keep reading. It said, "Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them." Yeah, so he's going to render back to you double, man. Onto what you did, all the things that you were pushing out there, he's going to use that anger and that fury back at you. But it'll be in a form of indignation, a righteous anger against Esau. And some of you 2/3 will fall into that same punishment too, but you'll come back and be all right in the kingdom. You know, you'll be in rulership in the kingdom while he'll be in slavery in the kingdom of heaven for the 2/3, you know. It says, yeah, "And according to thine envy which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them, when I have judged thee. And just like how he made himself known unto the children of Israel when we came out of Egypt, ancient Egypt, he will make himself known and become famous by these works throughout the galaxy. When he shows what he does unto you, man. When he does unto the so-called white man, what he does unto the Edomites. You know? And we say so-called because he's not white. He's more of a pinkish red, you know, because he doesn't have a pigment. His blood shows through his skin. But it doesn't matter. You can be an Edomite tear. You know, it doesn't matter what your pigment looks like. It doesn't matter what your pigment as an Israelite looks like. The skin color is not the thing in this thing. So you can't say white. It's not about black and white. You know, just to continue to clear that up, because a lot of people are trying to push out that, you know, we know we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, that you're trying to push this whole black Hebrew Israelite thing out there, make it a thing of color. It's not a thing of color. Now, it is a thing of race, though. You know, and race is just about where you come from, your father line, where you come from. Anyway, from there I'm gonna go back into the book of Obadiah, and verse 17, it says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance." Yeah, because you're gonna get destroyed, but upon Mount Zion, the children of Israel, particularly the elect, it says, "shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions." And we're gonna possess everything that you possess, including your land. The land of Esau, the land of Edom, which is in the southern part of the Middle East, right southeast of the kingdom of Judah, the southern kingdom of Judah. We gonna possess that. You ain't gonna need it. You gonna be working, and once all the other heathen nations get done working, and they go back to their lands, you gonna go to the pit. You know, to be exterminated, to get that wickedness completely off the planet. Anyway, it says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Esau a flame, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them." Yeah, that fire's going to burn you up, man. Like kindling, man. Like stubble. It's going to burn you right on up, man. This word is already burning you up spiritually. So when we really get there, we going to completely burn you up. "And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord Yahweh has spoken it." Yeah, that's why when we read in the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary, it said there's no mercy is the only, what do they say? The only nation that there will be no prophecy of mercy shown unto them. Yeah, the mercy of the other heathens, that they're gonna go to work, fix up the land, and they're gonna go back to their own lands and continue to bring tribute unto the nation of Israel. That's mercy. But Esau, you gonna be continually get your ass whooped, and you're gonna continue to work until your 1,000 years is up, your sentence is up, and then after that, the death sentence after that. Thus according to the Most High. That's what we're just reading right now. I'm going to keep reading. It says, "And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau." The south is where the southern kingdom is of Israel. Because if you look on the map where the land of Edom was or is, right down in Jordan where the Petra rock is at, that is east of the land of Judah. You know, the kingdom of Judah. So that they of the south of the southern kingdom will possess that land. It says, "And they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead." Yet we're going to take these other lands around us also. It says, "And the captivity of the host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's." Yeah, so that's a future prophecy. That Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, start with Yahweh all the way down through Yahushai into the children of Israel, they're going to possess that, man. forever. And but in the name of Yahweh, you know, because it'll all be in righteousness. Now from there, what did I have after that? In there, I want to go to back into the Isaiah, back to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. And 1, Isaiah 14 and 1, it says, "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, which is the children of Israel, and will yet choose Israel." You know, and set them in their own land. Put us back into the land of Israel, where you Khazars are polluting over there. So that has to be destroyed and then rebuilt, you know, in righteousness, because that's still a prime position on the planet, base of operation, if you will, the most glorious land on the planet. And they took it and they're defiling it with Pink City and kosher pigs and all the filth that they've been doing. But we're going to get it back and we're going to possess it forever in righteousness. It says, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them. All the Israelite foreigners, you know, those that have been grew up as a different nation, but do have an Israelite spirit on them, they're going to be joined unto us in that land. You know, that have an Israelite spirit, no matter what their flesh looks like, no matter what the customs they grew up with, that are of that wild olive branch, they're gonna be grafted back in, so to speak. You know, back into the proper nation that they're supposed to be. They're gonna be from the wild olive branch until the main tree of the olive tree once again. From those and just to break that down, just, you know, on the fly, the wild olive branch or the other Hellenized or heathen-born, so to speak, custom-wise Israelites. And then the olive branch, the olive tree itself, are those that know they're Israel. You know, that without a doubt know that they're Israelites through the Spirit. Anyway, reading on, it says, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Right. So, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. The them that's talking about are these other heathen nations, and particularly the house of Esau, which is the topic we're talking about. It says, possess them in the land of the Lord, his kingdom back in Israel. It says, for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were. Yeah, who had us in captivity? All the other nations had us in captivity. But right now, the last and the worst of them all was Esau, man. These Edomites have us in captivity. We're still in captivity today, you know? And it's a systematic, and actually they're going to give one more last push to completely control us and put us in captivity with the mark of the beast, you know, which is the RFID chip technology. You know, once that gets implanted into your body, they now completely have your allegiance unto the beast. And once you do that, you have just signed up for the missiles of World War III. You know, to feel the fire of the missiles of World War III that will destroy America and certain parts of the world. So reading on, it says, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Yeah, we're going to rule over our oppressors, because Massa or Esau has been our oppressor. And all these other nations that kept us away from righteousness of Yahweh has been oppressed us, man. Even you 2/3 kind of fit into that, but this is mainly talking about the heathen, because you guys can. And the reason I say that is because you guys are the ones that will help aid getting us into this wicked society and help aid us get into how do I say it, deeper into captivity, you know. You didn't have the honor of not dealing, of saying we're not going to be here and fight and die or whatever else. A lot of you consented, like it says in the book of the Maccabees. A lot of Israelites consented unto the way of the king or unto the ways of this society. And a lot of you 2/3 is going to sign up for that mark of the beast. You're going to sign right up for that. And you're going to get what you deserve out of it also. It says, verse 3, it says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear, going back into that sorrow and fear out of the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, I think the 65th verse. It says you should find no ease. Matter of fact, I grab it just to be clear about it. Yeah. This is one of the curses that Esau has us on, and all these other nations had us on, but in particular Esau had us in this the worst. Deuteronomy 28, verse 65. Yeah, it says, "And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and a failing of eyes, and a sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life." Yeah, but we're going to, when that day when we get into the kingdom, all that's going to be wiped away. Because even right now, troops can break through the doors and come take us down right now. No problem. Kill us in our flesh, and we call upon you, how about Shem Al-Shai, but and be assured in that, but as far as our fleshly lives, man, we have no assurance of that. You let that happen to a 2/3 right now, and watch his reaction on how he deals with that. Right? It says back in it says back at the top of 3, Isaiah 14:3, it says, "And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from sorrow, and from the fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve." Yeah, and we're gonna be away from all of that, man. We're gonna have rest from all of that, away from the fear and the sorrow and the assurance of our lives hanging in doubt. We're gonna have a sure life. We're gonna live in righteousness, man. It's gonna be glorious, But that has to come after this man goes down. This man is not getting into the kingdom. If he gets into the kingdom, he will find a way to corrupt and destroy the kingdom. So that's why all you sympathizers, you plantation Christians out there, man, all you guys, man, it's not for you, man. We don't care about what you think about how you feel this is supposed to go down, man. The way of the Most High knows the right way for things to go down. So we're not going to sit up here and pussyfoot with you and try to make you feel good, man. If you want your oppressor to make it, well, you deserve to die right along with him. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. And you wicked for one, his wicked ass to be there too, because you want more wickedness to go around with it. We gotta completely you have to a little leaveneth the whole lump. You let one Edomite into the kingdom of heaven, and he will find a way to corrupt the whole thing. Reading on, we're gonna go to the book of Jeremiah 49. Yep. Jeremiah 49, I'm going to start up at verse 7. Yeah, and I'm going to read down. It says, "Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?" Yeah, because the men of the Lord have lifted up your skirt, man, and called you out on every turn. You let this internet up. Even though it's through the spirit, this internet and got up, and you've allowed your tongue to fall upon yourself, man. You snitched on yourself. You found a way to keep the pride of all your evil doings and store it on the information superhighway. But now we've used that against you. We've called you out, and now we have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding coming back to us, and we're holding the mirror before your crimes, man. Like the brother brought out in camp last night in LA. He said crimson, the word crime comes from crimson, which is a derivative of red, which is Edom means red. Anyway, it says "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan," another city of Edom, just like Teman was a city in Edom. It says, "For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him." And now, a lot of you guys get real simple and stupid and act like that's not this so-called white man, that's not talking about America and all the lands that he rules. Well, it's describing him and his lands that he rules. So if he would have been in Asia, or if he'd have been in Australia or Antarctica or whatever, it still would fit him. Because the scriptures, the way the earth was named was after the people that live in that place, not after the place itself. So they're naming the cities of the people of Edom. wherever they dwell upon the earth. These will follow. This prophecy will follow you. You know. So don't get simple and be like, oh, that's not talking about America. Yeah, it's talking about America because he rules America. It's talking about the UK because he rules the UK and other lands that he rules, certain parts of Europe. All them lands that he ruled, this is talking about him. It says, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. It said, if grape gatherers come to thee, wilt thou not leave some gleaning grapes? If these buy not, will they destroy till they have enough? Yeah, but this dude said that I have not enough. You know, like the horse leech in the book of Proverbs, I believe it's the 30th chapter. This dude will eat and just consume everything. He don't just want to control the earth. He wants to control everything within the earth. And his mark of the beast system is proof of that. He wants to have complete control, like as if he's the Most High. But the Most High's got something, got something for him, man. You know, his plans will not. As soon as he goes to fill his belly, the Most High will dash that down. Right when you think you're about to execute that plan of complete control, guess what? He's about to throw that down to pieces, man. You're gonna get destroyed in that moment. It says, verse 10 says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places." All of his secrets, all his secret councils. The Illuminati was one of his secret places. You know, Sonoma County over there in the Bohemian Grove. That's another one of it. All of his handshakes, his Masonic handshakes, and signs and imagery, and all his music and his media, all his witchcraft. Well, that stuff's being called out, man. We're calling those things out. You know, because this book gave us the blueprint on the Edomite, on everything really, but in particular the Edomites and all the things that they would do. Anyway, it says, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, because he destroyed everybody around him. It says, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. So, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Yeah, the children of Israel was not supposed to drink of this cup of slavery. We were supposed to rule forever. When you go back, matter of fact, I'm holding it right now. Yeah, I'm going to go right into it. 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. Everybody in the world that was on the planet comes out of Adam. And the people whom thou hast chosen, even the children of Israel come out of Adam. It said, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Yeah, we were not supposed to. He created the world for the children of Israel when he divided the lands by the children of Israel, right? He made the world for our sakes, so we were not supposed to serve slavery or captivity, right? It says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing and be like unto spittle, pursuant to the book of Isaiah the 40th chapter, be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. You ain't worried about the drop. You're worried about the whole amount that's still within the vessel. Right? It says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. And that's that cup. That cup that we were not supposed to drink of, that's the cup. These heathen being lords over us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. That cup of slavery, harsh slavery, you know, that's that right there. It said, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? You know, but we do have an inheritance in the world, and it's coming in the kingdom of heaven in the near future, because after Esau, which this is the end of his thing that's going down, after him comes us. So going back into it, Jeremiah 49:12 says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken." And we have thoroughly drinking the cup of slavery and captivity. Every level, and this being after Esau, under Esau, was the worst in all history. So it has to be the worst destruction coming also. Anyway, it says, "For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation." Here we go again, saying the same thing again. Become a desolation when we take the kingdom, and a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. And then when America is, after America's destroyed, we'll just be able to fly over America and be like, look, that's the land of our captivity right there. That's Egypt again. We're going to explain to our children and our families what that land was and why nobody's inhabiting that land anymore. Anyway, it says, 14 says, "I have heard a rumor sent from the Lord, an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her." Okay, that's the end of that. So now we want to go into Revelation, the 18th chapter. Perfect. Only a few more scriptures, and then we'll close out. I'm gonna read verse 2, but then I'm gonna jump down to the point. Revelation 18, and I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon is fallen. No, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit." Yeah, those are those desert creatures, man, that'll still be living over here, because there will not become an habitation for man or mankind over here, for humans or mankind over here. There won't be another human being that possesses that. It says, "and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird." Right, so let me jump down unto verse 5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquity." Now, this isn't particularly talking about America, the great whore, the great Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Nothing that's touched has been untouched with war and destruction. But that's coming. War and destruction is coming into this place. But in particularly, it's talking about the kingdom of the Edomites. Because this is the forefront of the land of the Edomites. So this is talking about that. This in particular is talking about how the sins of Edom have reached into heaven, and the main place that those sins have reached is for the things that's done in this land of so-called America, of America, right? That they rule. Anyway, verse 6. No, let me read verse 5 again. "For her sins have reached into heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her, fill double." Salaki, let me read it again. "In the cup which she hath filled to her double." Yeah, fill that cup of slavery double unto her. Yeah, we just did 500 years in this captivity over here in the Americas, man. Now she has to do 1,000. And all the harsh things that they've done to us, whether it be the gator bait with our babies, cutting off our people's heads and kicking them around, like creating the game of soccer that we still love and play today, and on and on and on, all types of atrocities, man, that they've done. We're going to do under them. We're going to double under them, and it's only going to perpetually get worse and worse what we do to them. It ain't going to ease up like they try to say it eased up on us, but this is actually worse. Because we don't realize we're in captivity. Our people are so simple, they think we're free. They're so solid, they think they're free in this society. When there's no freedom nowhere. The only free people on the planet are the elites that rule this thing, man. But we'll be free in the kingdom of heaven, in righteousness. I'm going to just keep reading, man. Yeah, I'm going to just keep reading. Verse 7, it says, how much she glorified herself and lived deliciously. How does she live deliciously? On the blood, sweat, and tears of the Hebrew Israelites, man. Of the Israelites that they've had in captivity for nearly 500 years now. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her. This is the judgment, give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Well, that's in vain, because this place is gonna see sorrow. Esau, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, right? According to the scripture. Well, she said a queen and no one has touched her. Well, guess what? She's about to get touched brutally for the last time. She's gonna get raped by the term when you look the real word up. You know, you're gonna get raped. I believe it's Aina, if I remember right, which means take by force. She's gonna get taken by force, gonna be taken down by force. So she may think she's a virgin daughter now, but she's gonna get completely manhandled and taken out of control and out of power until she becomes a slave and then exterminated off the planet. Thus says the Bible. You know, you can interpret it by the words you believe it to be, but that's what the Bible's talking about. If you don't like it, hey, too bad. If you were the Most High, you can have it the way you want it, but this is how he has it. Anyway, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. Yeah, if this was if you were the Most High, you can do as you please. Well, this is how he pleases. You know, matter of fact, let me get that right quick in the book of Romans. I always like bringing this out because people fail to realize, man, if you were the Most High, you could do as you please. Well, he's the Most High, he does as he pleases, man. Yeah. I'm gonna start up at verse 10. This is Romans 9 and 10. It says, and not only this, but when Rebekah, talking about the mother of Jacob and Esau, it says, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, the forefather of Israel, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election who he chooses, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth, by him whose choice it is. Not of whose works, you know, the destiny was created by the Most High, not by the works of ourselves. Like, oh, I'm gonna be the best person I can be, so I can be chosen. No, it wasn't according to that. He chose before they were ever born, before they had ever done good or evil. And you can, like I said, you can read that in Genesis the 25th chapter. It says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, and not unto Isaac, but unto to Rebekah. The elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, in the book of Malachi, the first chapter. It says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Yahweh forbid. God forbid. Yeah, man, there's no unrighteousness with the Most High. It's up to him. This is his movie. This is his thing. He can choose to do it how he wants. You know, so I'm going to jump down to verse 18. It says, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will hardeneth. Thou wilt say then unto me, why do thou yet find fault? For who have resisted the Most High's will? So who have resisted his will? The will of the Most High. No one's been able to resist that. Verse 20, nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Who are you? You're a creation of the Most High. Who are you to reply against the Most High? It says, shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? You can't ask that question. You just have to live it out. It says, have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel to honor and another to dishonor? And that's what he did. He made Jacob to be honored and Esau to be dishonored. You know, it says, and this is the point that I want to hit right here. It says, What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, like he did in ancient Egypt, he's going to do this again to show his wrath and to make his power known, because he was world renowned by that event when we got out of the Exodus up out of ancient Egypt, and all the plagues and all the parting the sea and destroying the Egyptians. That was a world renowned event that went on. Everybody, even the Sumerian account has that event. They accounted that event taking place, right? Not to give validity to that book, but that book basically just recorded from a different perspective, from the perspective of the Sumerians, of what was taking place in the ancient world. Anyway, not to put you guys, don't get simple and say, okay, I need to go read the Sumerian account. No, this book has everything you need in it. You know, that's just for you that believe in those other books, the Dead Sea Scrolls and all those other books or whatever. You don't need those other books, man. Stay away from them books and master this book. This is the book that will lead you to salvation. Those books just talk about these events. If you can't deal with prophecy, this is the only book that has prophecy. If you can't deal with prophecy, then you have to wait. If you're an Israelite, you have to wait till you're in the kingdom of heaven. If you're a heathen, you wouldn't want to deal with this anyway. Anyways, it says, what if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, and do it with much long suffering, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. If he allowed this whole thing back from Genesis, the 25th chapter, to go on, or even back with the serpent, and then up to Cain, all the way up into Esau, all the way into today's time, 2017, until the destruction actually goes down, was long suffering, that he may show his wrath to vessels that he had created that are fit for destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, that he may send our people back from Genesis, when Eve was beguiled by the serpent, and Adam was beguiled by Eve, all the way down to now. That he played the whole movie out all the way like this to show his mercy. From captivity after captivity to righteous rulership with King David and King Solomon, unto more captivities and destructions and taking himself away from us and not dealing with us, all the way down to we're destroyed to the level we are, and then to bring us back up just to show his power and his mercy. Right? It says, which he had afore prepared unto glory, which we were before prepared unto glory, as the sons of the Most High, as the sons of God, when we created this thing back in Genesis, up to the divide where he through Abraham, through Isaac, through Jacob, all the way down, you know, until today. So last script, yeah. That way, was I supposed to go back into that? No, I wasn't. Yeah. So yeah, last script. I think I finished that off. Yeah, I did finish that off regularly. Is Psalm 75. So we're gonna go to Psalm 75 and then close out. Let me see how far up on. Yeah, Psalm 75 and yeah, verse 7, it says, but the Most High is the judge. Matter of fact, verse 6, for promotion, and that promotion is when we were on the bottom, the Most High can bring us from the bottom to the top and from the top to the bottom, you know, from slavery to rulership, and from rulership to slavery. And that's what he's about to do with this with these Edomites, man. He's going to bring you from rulership to slavery. And he's going to bring us from the dust, like it says in the book of Samuel, the 2nd chapter, from the bottom of the dust, and bring us up, you know, to where we're supposed to be. It says, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. So he's going to put you down, you Edomites. That's what the symbolism of grabbing Esau by the heel. And he's going to set us up. Because our rulership comes after your rulership. After we take you down, then ours come up, and it'll be an everlasting rulership and kingdom. It says, for in the cup of the hand, for in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahshua, there is a cup, and the wine is red, that is full of fury and anger. right? In slavery. That's all of that brutal, harsh slavery that's in that cup that we've been drinking. Those that were not supposed to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, right? It said, back in Revelation, the 18th chapter, render unto her double within that cup. Let me read it again. Revelation 18:6. Reward even her even as she has rewarded you with that red cup, that cup of red wine, right? That fury and that slavery that was in that cup. It says, reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. You know, so it's telling you what's in that cup. That slavery, that harsh slavery that's in that cup that we had to sip. Now you got to sip it, right? It says, and the wine is red. This is bad. I'm going to start at the top of 8 again. Psalm 75:8. For in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup, because He is that judge. He is that potter that could have one vessel to honor and one to dishonor. Well, the vessel that wasn't supposed to drink it, that was to be honored, have assuredly drunken it, and the vessel that he had to use as as a destruction agent, so to speak, as a whipping stick, it's going to be their turn to take that cup, right? And that's what it's talking about. He can pass the cup to who he wants, and guess what? He's passing it from his own chosen people of Israel, the apple of his eye, unto you Edomites, man. It's your turn to take the cup, man, and swig that down, and gulp that down, and chug, 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 you know? It says, for in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. Yeah, the same cup that we had to sip off, we're going to serve it up to you, and you got to get double now. Right? It said, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth, shall wring them out and drink them. Yeah, you're going to slurp all the most bitter, the most worst parts out of this red wine mixture with the dregs at the bottom, with the stuff that's settled at the bottom, man. You got to drink all of that down. You got to finish the cup, you know, and that's your judgment, man. So your judgment isn't to try to slip or slide in to this kingdom of heaven. You know, you'll be in the kingdom of heaven. You won't be in heaven. You won't consider it heaven. It'll be your hell, you know, but you'll be there for about 1,000 years, and then you'll be destroyed off the planet, man. That's the word of Yahweh. It says, verse 9, it says, but I will declare forever, I will sing praises unto the Most High, the power of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked, all the power of the wicked, also will I cut off, but the horn and the power of the righteous shall be exalted. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will be exalted, man, in the kingdom of heaven. As you go down and you're destroyed, we will be exalted in the name and in the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So with that, I'm going to close out. The water for brothers tuning in, or whoever, you know, that tuned in and watched. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and that rule well. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto those believers, the house of Israel, that are chosen to be to get salvation and that believe. With that, say shalom.